Welcome to the Add-in Content tutorial for Content Genius. We are almost ready to start the blogging process. What remains is to add the scraped data into Content Genius. To do this, click Settings and select Blogger Poster from the drop-down menu. Here you simply enter your Gmail address, your password, and the pre-created blog title separated by commas. Note, it is very important to create your blog first. If you allow Blogger to create the blog for you using the blog name entered above, you will hate the name that you get allocated. Also, I believe that they can track the blog because of the crazy names allocated to the blog URL. Blogger will still create the blog with your chosen keyword as the title, but the URL will invariably have something horrible like purple monkey ears chosen keyword.blogger.com. So we always recommend, and it's far better to set your blog up beforehand. That way you will get the URL that you are happy with. Now is the time to add our previously created titles to the Content Genius software interface. So you'll see here, the way we have separated the titles in the different colors. We'll elaborate a bit more in the next slide, but this is what actually gets pasted into the post titles 1 per line box. The blog title is created using the main keyword plus one of our edited YouTube titles plus my product name. Since the main keyword and the product name are always being swapped out in a combination with one of the YouTube titles, the blog post is guaranteed to always be 100% unique. I could also do a word-by-word nested spin on each of the YouTube titles, creating a complex nested spin, which would guarantee that I could use that part of the title for years and years and years without creating any duplicate titles. Now go to Settings and click HTML Creator Settings. Now you will see the real power of Content Genius. So in here you can see we need a keyword file, which we can spin, which we'll go through now. You add your URL to target, where we've got our .business website, but you can put anything in there. You then select the color, header color and footer color, which don't really matter because it gets overwritten, and you select your template. Then you have the embedded iframe and HTML code and the image iframe. We will run through each of these steps one by one. So let's move on. Okay, so for the Spun keyword file, you can see what we have here. We have up to 5 different keywords, all incredibly well spun. So what it will do is it will take one of the keywords from 1 and add it in, and use one of the keywords from 2 and add it in, one of the keywords from 3 and add it in, same for 4 and 5. So you can see that it will never create 2 of the same things. It'll always be grabbing a random keyword to create the blog post. Next, we will move on to the scraped Gmb images, so the image iframe. So we'll give you an example of the iframe that we are using for this, but note that you could put anything in there. You could put YouTube videos, Gmb maps, my maps, anything that you can create into an iframe can be inserted here and then will be added to the blog posts. So here's an example of the iframe that we're using. So what we've done is we've scraped the Gmb post image URLs so that we actually embed in images from our Gmb posts into the blog post. So you can see the layout here just separated by the pipe, all the different images. So what the software will do is it will randomly grab one of those images and embed it into the post. Next, we will move on to the embedded iframe and HTML code. So for the sake of this tutorial, we're using YouTube URLs as well as Gmb map embed codes. Now again, you can put anything into this section as long as you can stick it into an iframe and it will embed it into the blog posts. So let's show you an example of the YouTube URLs with our Gmb map embed codes. So if you have a look here, you can see the iframe. We have multiple YouTube videos, and again, these are each spun, so the software will grab one of the videos and embed it into the blog posts. Again, this is great because it keeps it unique and we keep embedding different videos. Then underneath the YouTube, you can see we actually have our map embed code. Then last but not least, you simply click on Add HTML content. And we'll run through that on the next video, so we hope you enjoyed this.